pricing for restaurants is very important decision and strategy for the restaurants because like in marketing, there are three important B: product, place, promotion, and pricing. It's super important to find the target customer. So for us, I'm very lucky that I have experience before, and did a lot of time. I spent a lot of time for research. So I went to mostly own up the restaurants in 5 kilometers around here. And then I act as a customer, come in, and I write down 5 things from this restaurant, why the customer come this, why they come to this place. And after all of that, all of us come together, do all of the research, and then we see our pricing depends on the competitors and the target customer. So for our restaurants, we just want to bring like authentic and healthy Vietnamese cuisine, and not the fancy or some kind of luxury service. So we give the products based on competitors and market research. Yeah, that's very important when you define your pricing. So when I was a student, I also learned some knowledge about how you define the price, and also some of the profit margin that you can get. And honestly, when this is knowledge combined with the reality, it's very important. And we also need to think very carefully because it really depends on the market. The market's like who are our target customer, and what kind of food and product that we serve, and why customer come into us, and who are our competitors. And we do SWOT analysis very carefully before we open it. So for us, pricing is not very difficult when we're doing, combined with knowledge as well as skills and research and reality in the market. Especially now, the price of the food everything increased super high, but we also cannot change much our profit margin. We need to be flexible. We see it very clearly in the competitive market. If we increase our pricing, we can lose our customer, because at that price, who another competitor say at the same price. So at our price, who are the same price, and what is another food or service they offer the same. So even we did in very beginning, but really depends on the market, depends on the campaigns from competitors. And honestly, now with the food pricing super high, but we still keep it in mind that it's hard time, but we believe that we try to survive in difficult time. Yeah, even our profit margin is less, but we could not increase the price because really flexible due to the strategy depends on the market. So honestly, when we run the business, we whole team, we also check in the financial report very carefully about the sales, about expenses, about investment, or also another expenses, and as well as the profit. But when we're doing those, we always try to keep ourselves like with the new ideas. We try our best to run it up with our new ideas. We change our lunch. We change a new concept. We have the pocket for Mother's Day or Father's Day or Christmas or restaurant birthday, or we try to sell some kind to adapt with the market. When we have the high season like winter, we have different strategy. But with the low season, we also have a little bit different strategy. So we whole three of us need to define very carefully like what important things in the high season, in the low season, strategy, and we did detail before we do and read a lot of report. So honestly, for when we read the financial report, don't just only the sales only, because behind it also have many expenses we need to pay, especially now when the market, the price of the food is super crazy at the moment. So we always try to keep in mind that try to save in cost and cut the food waste, because food waste is not only effect to the environment, but also it wastes a lot of money. So how we manage to cut the food waste as well as keep the cost not super crazy and try saving very much. Because food waste in restaurant is a huge thing that restaurant need to think and do good in planning.